Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you the signs that he will never marry you. Yes, see that man that you're dating up and down the whole place, that man that you're chasing up and down the whole Nigeria or whatever, that's a man that you have high hopes that one day he would ask you to marry him. Well, these are the signs that he will never ask you that question. Okay, so without further ado and without wasting so much of your time, let's get right into this video. It's going to be juicy.
I've been waiting all night.
Alright, so number one, he already told you that he does not want to get married. See, the guy has made it easier for you. He has told you from the get-go that, see, this thing called marriage is not for me. I don't intend to get married. I don't want to get married. I'm not sure I want to get married. I don't know about marriage. He has told you in some way or another that he doesn't want to get married. So why are you still, excuse me, why are you still there hoping for marriage? You think you can change his decision? You think you can change him later? The thing that annoys me the most is when women think they can change a man or change a man's decisions or change a man's anything. He has already told you that he's not interested in getting married, and you are still there hoping that one day he will put rose flower and petals on the floor and tell you that he wants to marry you. Don't bother, don't waste your time, because when men have such rigid ideologies about marriage, it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, to change. Look, this marriage thing is not for me. I don't want to get married. Don't bother yourself. Please just remove yourself from that situationship, because that's not even a relationship. Remove yourself from that situationship and wait until you are with somebody who has marriage as the end goal. Okay, number two sign, you haven't met his family, or you haven't met any member of his family. He has never introduced you to anybody in his family. He's not going to marry you, or rather he has no plans of marrying you. When I was dating, when I was single, I met a lot of my boyfriend's family members. Maybe not their parents, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, auntie, somebody in the family. There's nobody that I dated that I did not meet one person in their family, even in a relationship, even when there was no proposal in the near future. So you've been going out with this guy for like what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and you've never met anybody in his family, especially when he has a large family. He's not going to marry you. He doesn't have any hope of marrying you, sister. Maybe if you've been dating for like a month or two, less than 6 months, you haven't met anybody in his family, there's no cause for alarm yet, okay? But 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 4, 5, 6 years, he has not made any kind of introductions to his sister or his brother, his auntie or his uncle, his cousin, his cousin's cousin, somebody in the family. There's no hope that he's ever going to marry you. Number three, he keeps making excuses not to get married. Yes, maybe you guys have talked about marriage before along the line. You've been dating for quite some time. Marriage is not a new thing that you guys have discussed about, but each time you guys have a conversation about getting married, he keeps giving excuses about why he doesn't want to get married yet. Why? There's always one excuse or the other. Oga, do you really want to get married? Are you sure you're going to really marry me? He may want to get married, maybe not just to you. So he's always looking for an excuse not to get married. He's always dodging the marriage talk, always changing topic, always see. He's not going to marry you, sis. Move on. Okay, and I would always say, in most of these points, I would always say, when you have been dating for a while, like everybody knows that you've been going out with this guy for like years at this point, and if after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, the guy is still making excuses about why he doesn't want to get married or why he's not going to get married, he wants to get married, but not to you. Okay. Number four, and still kind of related to number three, he doesn't like talking about it. Every time you bring it up, he changes topic. Every time you bring it up, he has talk about another thing, or he even gets defensive, or he gets upset when you bring up marriage. He doesn't want to marry you. Okay, sis. He doesn't want to marry you. A lot of men have commitment phobia, okay? A lot of men have commitment phobia, and if you bring up marriage issues with him, marriage talk with him, marriage plans with him, or the what are we question with him, where is this thing going with him, and he gets defensive, he gets upset, he doesn't like to talk about marriage with you, auntie, he's never going to marry you. It's not you that he wants to marry. It's another person. Somewhere, maybe in another future. And it's funny because you go out with a man like this for 3, 4, 5 years, and you guys break up. He never proposes to you, never marries you, and then he proposes to a girl that he meets 2 months after or 3 months after. Like, it's crazy, but it happens, okay? So at the end of the day, my dear, it's not you, okay? You are not, he doesn't see you as his wife. Maybe there's somebody else that he's hoping, or I don't know, but I don't think he would ever marry you. The next one, and still also related, you have been together for so long and there are no signs of a proposal. You have done everything a wife should do for a husband, even when you're not somebody's wife. You live with him, you sleep with him, you cook for him, you wash for him, run errands for him, do this for him, do that for him for years and years and years and years, and there are no signs, not even one jingly little sign like this of a proposal. He will never marry you. Don't worry. Just count your losses and move on. There's no point. And I have a big issue with women who play the wife before actually being the wife. I have a very big issue with that. You've given everything to this person. Why would he want to marry you when you've given him everything? You have lived with him, you are living with him, you are washing his clothes, cooking for him 3 square meals a day, sleeping with him anytime he wants it. Then at the end of the day, he'll be asking himself, why am I getting married? What's the point of marrying you and furthering this commitment with you when I'm already getting everything I should have gotten when I'm married to you? What's the point? There's no point. If I'm him, so I will not marry you too now. Do you understand? So, babe, count your losses. Women, please, let's stop doing that, okay? See, this is 2023. Let's stop giving men everything that you should give a man in a marriage as a girlfriend. No, please save something so that when you want to move on tomorrow, it will not pay you too much. You understand? It will not pay you too much. When you remember that, oh my God, I was not giving him everything like that. So I wasn't. See, I feel like living with somebody brings see finish. If you ask me, living with somebody brings a lot of see finish. And if you're already living with your boyfriend, how do you want him? What will motivate him to propose to you that he wants to marry you? Nothing, if you ask me. All right, so let's move on. The next one, he enjoys the single man lifestyle. Yes, he does not want anything to come in between. You see him and this single man lifestyle. Going out whenever he wants to go out, hanging out with the boys whenever he wants to hang out with the boys, making the boys a priority over you. That bachelor lifestyle that he so much enjoys. He thoroughly enjoys it so much to the point that he does not want anything that will come in between him and that lifestyle. And see, he's gonna be a bachelor till like he's at what age, and then he will now realize that he needs to get married and have a child or children, as the case may be. But at the end of the day, he may not be with you. He may never want to marry you. If he's still enjoying bachelor lifestyle, people are going for his friends' weddings every other weekend, but his own, he's not interested. He prefers to hang out with the boys, do what boys do. Just proper single man bachelor lifestyle. If he enjoys that thing to the core, you know, they say how a man will enjoy that kind of thing, eh? You know that he's not in a hurry to dump that lifestyle. He's not in a hurry to be committed to someone. He enjoys just having his freedom. Then, my sister, trust me, he is never going to propose. He's never going to marry you. The next, he proposed, but there are no signs of a wedding. You've been dating, okay, he actually proposed. But once he proposed to you, there is no talk of wedding, no talk of even introduction, no talk of anything to further anything. He just proposed to you so that he knows that you are there. You are just here there. He doesn't have to do anything. Especially when, okay, this is not that he has financial issues, he's not really sure if he can afford the wedding yet. If he's okay, financially, he's okay. But there's just no plan, no wedding plans, no, he just proposed to you and just gave you a ring. And 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line, there's no wedding. Why are you still there? Excuse me. Why are you there? Eh? He doesn't want to marry you. He just gave you that ring to just keep you in one corner first. He doesn't want to marry you. Move on, sis. Move on. The next one, and almost kind of related to what I said earlier on, he doesn't even know if he's ready. He doesn't even know if he's ready to get married. Each time you talk about it, like, I'm not sure I'm ready for this, so I'm not sure I'm ready. He's a commitment phobe. Like, he doesn't see. There are men like that. They are never sure of anything. They are never sure they are ready for anything. And he has shown you, he has told you, he's not sure he's ready. I'm not sure I'm ready. He will never be ready. Maybe he'll be ready in the future, but not with you. Because a man that really wants to be with you, a man that cherishes you and loves you and sees you in his future, would want to commit to you. Does that make sense? Auntie, don't put all your eggs in that basket, okay? Just have only like one toe in that relationship, so that when people break up, I keep saying it's not paying you too much. It's when you are heavily invested in a relationship, hoping for the best, hoping for this, hoping for everything, and then he now disappoints you. It's paying you. But if you too, the way he's just doing, you too, you are doing your own, okay, no problem, just put your one toe there just in case. So that when tomorrow he says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, you might tell him, you know what, I ain't feeling it too. You carry your leg and you waka. Okay? The next one, you are a ghost on his social media. And by this I mean somebody who posts on a regular, and no, I don't mean, oh my god, he has to post your pictures every single day on his stories, on his this. I'm not saying that, but you are literally a ghost. Nobody even knows that he has a girlfriend. Nobody knows that he has a girlfriend. Valentine's Day will come, even if you don't want to post his face. These days girls are posting their man's fingers, their man's toes, their man's chest, their man's ear, their man's throats, but they're not posting their man's faces. These days, that's what I see on social media. So even on Valentine's Day, or maybe on his birthday or something, you shall post something that in a way shows people that you have someone in your life. If it means you holding hands, take a picture or something, you post. Or you go to dinner, you say, oh, out to dinner with my love or something. You don't have to post him, but at least we know that there's somebody in your life as a woman, right? But then him, nothing. Cha. Nothing to show that he's in a relationship with you. Not even your handbag. Not even that, okay, I'm at this so and so place with my love, but it's just him in the picture. Nothing. Not cigarette top. Not your fingers. Not your toe. Not the things that normally you would post. You post one or two things. Not even his hand when he's driving. His hand on the steering wheel. Not even that. He will not post anything about you. Not even a strand of your hair to show that he has somebody in his life. And see, he may never marry you. With this one, I would say he may never. He may, but the way he's going, we're not very, very sure. He posts every other day. He posts like how many times in a day on his stories. He posts every other day on his feed. But there's not even like a single evidence that he's having something with somebody. I don't agree. Trust me, I'm all for keeping your relationship private. I'm all for that, but not for keeping your relationship a secret, okay? There's a difference. There's a thin line between the two. Privacy and secrecy, two different things, okay? And then last but not least, he knows that you're going to be there regardless. Yes, does not care whether he proposes to you or not, because he knows deep inside him that whether he proposes to you or not, you're gonna be there. Yes, because you have let him know in your actions, maybe in your words, maybe in past discussions, that you are always going to be there. So he wouldn't see the need to move things to the next level, because why? She's always going to be there. Yes. And it still boils down to see finish. Yeah, see you finish. So there's nothing else to look forward to anymore. Why does he have to stress himself to do that? He won't do it, because why? You are giving him everything that he needs and wants without actually marrying you. He knows you'll be there regardless. So what's the point? There's no point. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you were able to pick one or two things from this video. My single ladies out there, don't waste your time with a man that doesn't see you in his future, okay? I'm all for being in a long-term relationship. What I am not all for is being in a long-term relationship with somebody who does not have plans to put you in his future. That's it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Do leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe, thumbs up, share. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.